In 2008 and 2010, northeastern Illinois experienced two minor-scale earthquakes, causing residents to wonder what is the chance of an earthquake hazard in our region. 200 years ago, a major earthquake rocked the Midwest. Its source, the New Madrid seismic zone, an area producing earthquakes that affect Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, and Illinois. Seth Stein, a Deering Professor of Geological Studies at Northwestern University, has researched the New Madrid Zone for over 20 years, and his new book, Disaster Deferred: How Science is Changing Our View of Earthquake Hazards in the Midwest, debunks the myth that another major earthquake is headed our way. I asked Professor Stein what kind of earthquake profile we have here in Illinois.
Well, basically the whole Midwest is full of small faults that are active occasionally. None of them do a whole lot, but if you were to look at a map of earthquakes in the Midwest, you see sort of a broad cloud sort of centered on New Madrid. Almost never do these things get above being anything more than a minor nuisance.
Dr. Stein and his colleagues used an advanced global positioning system, better known as GPS, to measure the Earth's movement in the New Madrid Zone.
What we found was that the ground wasn't deforming at all, and that there was no sign that a big earthquake was on the way.
So what should we do to be preparing for earthquakes in
I
Illinois?
think we should view earthquakes as kind of a very minor problem. We will continue to feel earthquakes occasionally. No one in the Midwest, for example, has ever been killed by an earthquake, and very rarely do we get anything but very minor damage. So, it's something to be aware of, but it's not a huge hazard by any practical standard.
So if earthquakes in the Midwest are such a minor issue, what makes Dr. Stein's research so important?
So I thought it was an interesting book to write for an audience about explaining how when we do new science, we can do things that really help us understand the world better, and that we can use our understanding of the world better to make better decisions.
For Medill News Service, this is Erin Keene.